Sorry, this was a total random coincidence that this video started.
It happens like that. I think there's some keyword that activates the recording button. So we just
Yeah,
sat
maybe
here and we said, okay, should we? And then it just started. So I was like, okay, let's start then. So
Okay.
and like,
Are you
sorry for all the
comfortable?
adjustments. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. So here we go.
Welcome to yet another episode with Random Rants. This is episode number 21. And we are here going to talk about the topic.
It's a surprise for me too. What are we going to talk about?
I just thought of it. Why don't you give a topic?
I haven't thought of any topic at the moment.
What would our audience be most wanting to understand or listen or hear about? Any topic, something that we can simplify or explain in our own way. What would they need? 1, 2, 3.
I can't. I don't know. Do you have something in mind? Maybe that'll help me bounce off that.
Actually, while I was asking you that question, I got a
You got a topic.
topic.
Let's
Yeah.
go with that. Let's go with that.
It's like maybe people are like, what the heck is consciousness or what is awakening?
Yeah.
What do you mean by spiritual? Like, you are another God person. Or, oh my God, it's a very, very deep
That's
question.
a deep, yeah. It might need a, yeah, I don't know. Let's go with the flow and see where we end up.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You with me?
Yeah, let's go.
Then maybe together we can explain consciousness
let's go.
from
Let's
how
go.
we have experienced it.
Yeah.
Awakening. Many think awakening is a process of becoming. But actually it's not a process of becoming. It is a process of awareness. That's why it's called awakening. You were sleeping. Actually, you thought you were living, but actually you were sleeping. And now it's almost like, oh, I'm awake. And if you have only been sleeping in your life, you cannot think of it using your sleeping brain. You need to be awake to feel it, experience it. So it's an experience more and a knowing more than a logical brain. Here's the equation, calculation, formula, doom. You'll feel it, you'll know it, you'll experience it. It's the same as saying, I think I keep using this example again and again. For me, the closest is until you experience an orgasm, you can never truly explain it to anybody. Or if somebody has never tasted mango, like mango, if I say, okay, think about the taste of mango, and they'll be like, what? Because you need to experience it. And I think this awakening, this awareness is something like that. So you will definitely have proof of it. Also like this labor pain. Like you might think, hey, I'm getting pain in my stomach. Is it labor pain? But once you actually experience it, oh my God, I'm feeling it a bit now. Ground me, please. Thank you. Once you actually experience it, like you'll be like, oh, now I know. You know, it's, you cannot unfeel it. Or the smell of jasmine, or the feel of like hair flowing while going in that bolt experience we had in Poland. That's a beautiful feeling. And you need to experience that. Or our second wedding photographs thingies, remember? Coincidentally, it's our anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah, so these are moments. Iya being born, that her first visual that we had of her when the surgeons lifted her. Like these are really moments you need to experience and go through. So I feel like awakening is one such thing. Mm, it sort of feels like you keep this awareness within that it just happens.
Mm.
But on the other hand, I also felt like it's a bit gradual. Like I think maybe my awareness took maybe 5 days in total to happen, or maybe even there was some pre-work that was needed, or so it's like a gradual process,
Mm-hmm.
taking its own timeline. And I also think it's more like phases or like step by step approach.
Yeah, it's not zero or one.
Yeah,
The whole
yeah, yeah, yeah.
awakening is a complete process. Are we awake? Not fully. We're still on the journey.
Yeah, but we are on the journey. We have started. That internship is definitely over. Like it's
The
apprenticeship, initiation. Like
initiation is
yeah, yeah,
definitely over. It's a journey,
yeah,
and everybody will get on it.
yeah. That's
That's
also
for
there.
sure. But it's like
I mean,
any adoption. Yeah. So you have your early adopters and your mass adoption, then your laggards in the
oh
end.
my God, you said that beautifully.
It's going to happen to everywhere, whether you acknowledge it now or resist it now, or in the end, the whole mass will get on the path of awakening. So that's definitely happening. Each person has their own time in their life when they will go through it, and there's no way to force it, and it'll happen.
What I'm also finding very curious is it's happening. One
One sec,
second.
one sec.
Okay, we're back again. So we were saying what is also amazing is that I feel like this awakening is happening through different modalities simultaneously, and that's also beautiful in the sense that some people are getting awakened by Teal Swan, others might be getting awakened by Eckhart Tolle, or some people might be getting attracted to crystals, some people might be getting attracted to shamans, others might be thinking
Abraham
of
Hicks as well.
Abraham Hicks, some people might be through Tony Robbins, or through Oprah, or through energy healing, or through Akashic readings, or through EMDR, or ayahuasca, or any other drugs, or actually like a medical experience, near-death experience, like
Or traumatic experience, or
yeah, like through whatever modalities, or even faith, like like religious faith, actual faith that is so strong, or yeah, through some miracles in their lives, or like the modalities of people waking up. That's what I want to call it, the waking up phenomenon that's happening all around us. um, we're all coming closer to it. And what I'm also feeling is it's like the there are waves of this awakening happening, and and there were a few handful in our grandparents' generation, maybe a few more in our parents' generation, and our generation is a bit more, and in the next wave it's going to be even more. It's some kind of a Fibonacci series kind of a wave, kind of a pattern where more and more people are awakening. But the thing is, I think we're already there. Like the Kali Yuga is finished. We're entering Satyug again, where a lot more people are closer to God, or being God, or walking this earth as gods, and reaching our true full potential as human beings, like writing our own life scripts. Um, that's our ultimate goal, actually speaking. Like, we have to live our best authentic self, and the awakening is actually in favor of that. Like, going spiritual is not actually a bad thing for us. In fact, it leads us to abundance, it leads us to our most fulfilled life, it leads us to wealth, it leads us to health, it leads us to friends and parties and whatnot, but also to peace, and joy and love, and the genuine happiness, that heartfelt experience. of living this human experience, but also feeling the full power of this infinite singularity that we all are at the end of the day.
Mm.
That's a beautiful experience. And so that's what awakening is all about, to feel that.
Mm.
What is awakening for you?
And there are several stages. It's very difficult to say this is the track,
Absolutely.
but it's becoming more aware of you yourself first. It's more self-discovery first,
Yeah.
and being aware.
Self-inquiry. Yeah.
And it's more about trying to understand what is life all about, and what do you need to do here, or it's a bit more. I mean, for me, I would say it's more grounding, or being very humble, or understanding that this is life. This is what there is to life. There's nothing more
Yeah.
than that. Yeah. So
It's about the journey, not the
yeah, exactly. So
destination.
it's not like I've reached that point. It's just like I've gone. I've taken a turn.
That story is the beauty.
The story is still developing. So I really can't. I can only say I've turned. Yeah. Now the path is really long, and I have so many things to learn and discover as well. But I'm on a awakening path.
Yeah. And your path and my path are completely different.
But
Still we have come to the same realization in our own way. And this realization has also impacted our lives in our own ways. At least for me right now, I know my life's purpose, my true node. I really know that. I'm literally saying true node or north node for me. And I'm trying to move towards that.
And the pace also is different for each one as well. You can't say
absolutely.
everybody's on the same speed.
Yeah, the order of the face, I think, is also different.
Those who are on the path of awakening will completely resonate and understand. Hey, we understand you completely. And those who are not will not, and that's just the fact of it. And more like there's no way of forcing it. Yeah, so it's just that there's something that's happening. You can either keep an eye or ear open. Okay, I don't recognize it or I don't feel it, but okay, it's a topic. I will keep it in the back of my mind, and I will be observant to things happening around me. Or you can be completely ignorant and say, "No, screw it. I have my own troubles or my own things, and I can be in my own shell." That's also a choice. Yeah.
Yeah, but just don't say it's not real, or please.
Yeah, it doesn't give anybody the right.
Don't judge it, because you don't know it. If you haven't experienced it, you don't know it. And that also, it's also almost like saying, no, you trust no opinion. Like, if you haven't experienced spiritual awakening, who are you to comment about that? That's what I'm saying. Like, few years ago we were proper atheists, and now here we are talking about awakening. So it's not that stupid, right? Like, there must be something somewhere. Yeah.
And there's so many people from all over the world as well. Yeah, it's not us sitting in Netherlands and talking about it. You go anywhere in the world, you'll find people awakening. Yes. And it's not like we go on mainstream media and try to proclaim it to the world, saying that you're all awakening. It's not like that, right? It's just these awakening souls popping up and connecting without bothering anybody, connecting among like-minded people. It's just happening. Like I said, everybody will get on the path sooner or later. It's as simple as that. Everybody has a particular committed to finish as well. So until they go through those things,
that's also there. Like, before we came here, we could have written this soul contract, like this sort of deal, if you would say, which is also seen in our natal chart, if you want to think of it. Like, these are all options for you to think. You don't have to believe in any of these, but just understand that these are possibilities that exist. Then you really have to go through that. That's your dharma in this lifetime. And of course, you can always change. You can rewrite your own story. You can always choose the path of dharma. Make sure you're while making sure that your karma is in the right side, or that sometimes maybe you're also on the opposite side, maybe for a reason. We don't know. Maybe that's a shortcut that universe thought about. Maybe universe optimized it for us. So this earlier notion of not judging is also applicable for us. Like, it is what it is, and sambhavishadalla nalladana. Everything happened for a reason, for a purpose. So take it in its spirit, whatever phase you are in, because why I'm saying this is also certain phases I think will happen, are a bit common, or at least majority will go through it. So this is also trying to give you that strength to just hold on, because it's going to get better. It's going to be completely unexpected, but everything will be worth it.
Will be worth it.
Okay, back to what is awakening. For me, awakening is like you're sleeping and all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, I am God. So you realize that you are the same as the grass or the insect or the dust or this light or this whatever. You are all connected. We are one. It's like the circle of life thingy. Or
it's a thing that has been said in all these scriptures as well. You know,
absolutely.
you take any of the holy books, so they were like the God is in the pillar, the God is in the I don't know, in the walls or in the grass, or the God is inside you, or you know, everybody is a God, and it's something. It's not something new. It's something that's been said long time ago. Somewhere down the line, we lost the meaning or misunderstood it completely.
That
Now,
one must say that the what, whatever way you want to interpret it. It is you. You are God. And that means you are such powerful, magnificent beings. What power, what energy lies hidden within you. The power that creates universe, that spins planets in its fingertip. ഇരുളും പോലും തേജോഗോളങ്ങൾ നിൻ വിരൽ തുമ്പിൽ തെളിയുന്നു. Oh my God, that's beautiful. That's just it's a wonderful feeling to feel, and that also means that your script of life is written by you. So if you really want to, you can very well change that script, make it a positive one. All you have to do is change the code, and the code basically that you're transmitting is how you feel, how you think. So for that, if you just raise your vibrations of feeling and thinking as love and above, without having those negative emotions of shame, guilt,
fear,
jealous, fear,
resentment, and
all those anger. If you come higher, and stay love and above, then whatever you want, universe will deliver it to you in a silver platter, literally. So always stay grateful, always think of abundance, think of positive, but not faking it. Please don't fake it, it doesn't work. You really need to believe it.
And if you don't believe in vibrations, I think recently you explained that like there are these certain ragas. So if you want to be consider a movie, and if it's a really emotional scene, they'll play particular emotional music which will resonate with you and bring you to that emotional state. If it's a happy music, it's very difficult to feel sad at a happy music. Yeah, so there are these musical notes, and each musical raga is also connected to a particular emotional mental state. If you don't believe me, you can check it up online. Yeah, so there are vibration. You can give few examples. It doesn't pop up.
Desh?
So Desh is which frequency? I'm not sure.
I don't know about the frequency, but what feeling does it bring?
It brings very patriotic kind of feeling.
Yeah.
So Desh Raga. So each raga has its own association with a particular frequency and vibration and emotion as well. So if you stay love and above emotion, then it puts you in a particular vibration as well, which will bring. So then you will start connecting law of attraction or power of positive. People we keep saying be positive, be positive.
That's not faking positivity, but that's actually
That's feeling it. So you have to
you
feel.
have to feel. You have to be positive. Faking it.
So there are little tricks
Yeah,
that people
it's
said
a
if you
bit,
do this, if you do this, if you do that's only because if you tell somebody hey be in a higher vibration, they'll deem you crazy. They say what do you mean vibration? I don't vibrate at all. So that's also that's why they say
It's
you
an
know
energy you give out,
it's an so that's why,
which
you know
you
certain hymns or prayers have a frequency and vibration. Yes, so they say
Mantras.
mantra. So that's what. So to put in layman's terms, they said recite this mantra 3 times, 10 times, 4 times. Then it lifts. It's basically lifting a vibration. So the mantra is just a trick for or a manipulation, if you can call it, for you to unconsciously a tool manipulation.
Device.
Yeah, exactly. To help you raise your vibration. That's basically it. So it's not the word. It's just that mantra being recited. But then again, you have to recite it properly. That then only you get the effect of the mantra. If you just
Proper time, proper
how it's
water,
supposed to be
in
said.
water or inside a closed room.
Exactly. So you have to say that prayer in a manner it is supposed to be said for you to get a benefit. You're just repeating it randomly or like not clearly or not how it's supposed to be said will not get it because that words repeating those words of the prayer is not what brings you that relief or what you're seeking. It's that vibration that brings it. So that's the trick behind it. So once you realize it, once you practice, then you'll start seeing the benefits. So then you will become a believer. You don't have to take anything from what we say. You can practice it in your daily life and see the benefit for yourself.
That's also the thing about awakening. You can test it for yourself. Like you can experience it for yourself. It's not about logically us trying to solve a puzzle and explaining it to you. Just experience it. Just try it out. Like.
There are also people who say, I when I need to really focus, I play this music. Or when I'm sad, I play this music. Or when I'm happy, I play this music. Or when I'm tired, I play this music.
It could even be a place
unconsciously they discover that this particular music is good when I'm studying, so they play that music every time. They would have discovered it very accidentally. But it just lifting your vibration. So you just found a mechanism or a method that lifts you without really understanding the principles or fundamentals behind it. You don't need to. If it works for you, it works for you. But this is what is happening behind it. It's not the words that is powerful. It's the way you say it and the vibration that is powerful.
When you awaken, I think you realize that you're all connected. You realize that there is a higher purpose behind everything. You realize that you are sort of living in a simulation in the sense that you are but a human experience that the so-called God is going through just to see, how does it feel like to be inside Sneharani Agustin's body, so to say, like. And if you actually think about it, even in terms of, let's just say, basic physics, okay? These are atoms. This pillow, this cushion in front of me, starting with the cushion sitting here. It's made up of atoms. So, if you really start thinking about it, I don't know what percentage, 99.9% of this cushion is empty. I think we need to pause again. So. And we're back. Okay, so what happened is that, this cushion, so in that sense, this cushion will be made of 99.99 whatever empty space. Oh, I can feel it. It has sufficient weight. It has this bouncy property. It has this feel
Texture,
it
texture.
texture. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
has the dimensions. It has a smell. It has a I don't want to lick it taste probably, but you know. So, but it's 99.99% space emptiness.
Hmm.
So then you need to start thinking. Mm, it's basically just dot 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 dot.
Hmm.
But there are so many dots that when you see it from far, it feels like a
Hmm.
whole thingy.
Hmm.
It's like there are these art illustrations
Hmm.
kind of thingies
Hmm.
where it's like maybe millions of pieces of whatever thing, but from one direction. When you look at it, then you get a different
Hmm.
visual. A helicopter view gives a different thingy, but if you actually look closer, it's just random objects, like
Yeah,
maybe
there are certain
cloth
objects like
or
when you see it close, it's
or
different. It's same.
shadow
Yeah,
becomes causes a portrait and things like that. So this is just physics. I'm not even talking about the spiritual side of consciousness or anything. I'm not even going there. But even if you think of it that way, this entire situation, including you and me, are 99.99% space. So we are but just dots here and there. And if that's the case, we're all just illusion. It's all a Maya. And that sort of leads to the thing. Then what is happening? So then that means we are actually living in a matrix. We are actually inside a simulation, and the simulation is by the creator, who we can call God. And that's nothing but the singularity that all the scientists are searching for. It is a singularity. It is alpha and omega, time-wise speaking, because there is no time in existence. Time is just an illusionary thought that we are creating for us to understand. Actually, it's just a different dimension. But we haven't able to understand time yet. That's what I always feel. Like in the sense that when gravity was discovered, a lot of concepts started evolving around it. Similarly, I think there is something connected to time that humans are yet to invent. Then it'll all connect. But until then, that singularity is that brain is equal to consciousness, is equal to God, is equal to the awareness that sees things, smells things inside us, feels things, that onto which thoughts are arising, in which the dream world is acting, which is taken care of while we are sleeping, like deep sleep. But actually, it's all happening in a background, right? That background is also us, but it's also consciousness. So we are actually God. This ദൈവത്തിൻ്റെ ഛായയിൽ മനുഷ്യനെ സൃഷ്ടിച്ചു. Like humans were created in God's own image. Yeah, that image is basically consciousness. We are bodies covering, we are souls dressed in bodies, not the other way around. There is matter, but there is also energy. And once you start connecting with each other at the level of emotions and feelings and vibrations, once you start realizing that, hey, right now our vibes are sinking, and sometimes when we're fighting, we should start feeling that, hey, wait a second, our vibe is going down, something is off. You will start feeling that. Even if you're far, far away in a different country or something, I will feel it here. Because we'll be so connected. We will be like the quantum entanglement thingy.
And this whole vibration goes up and down, fluctuates a lot, and you just have to at some point you'll start realizing I am really going down, and then you'll figure out your own methodology to raise it up. So it's a constant work. It's not like you attain awakening or enlightenment and then you stay there. No, it's a daily struggle or daily practice. Oh,
Yeah. That is it. So that is our beginner's course on awakening.
Not even scratching the surface.
Oh,
but
absolutely.
yeah.
Oh my God, Bobby. Yeah. But if you have specific questions, leave in the comment below.
Or any thought. I mean, it
Yeah.
doesn't really matter. I mean, just we're sharing our bit. We're curious to hear what you guys think as well. Just feel free to put whatever comment you have, thoughts, questions.
Then maybe in the next
Just share it.
episodes we can pick these up and see how we can explain those.
Yeah. All right.
So till then, see you. Bye bye. Stay
Love and above.